द स्टेट गवर्नमेंट मीन्स हमारी जो है राज्य सरकार, उसके बारे में आज हम बात करेंगे। लेजिस्लेटिव काउंसिल, state executive body, legislative assembly, functions of the government. Every state has its own government and union territories are governed by the central government. हर राज्य की अपनी एक सरकार होती है। क्यों होती है? क्योंकि ताकि जो भी काम है, जो फंक्शंस हैं, उसके बहुत ही फंक्शनिंग ठीक से चल सके और जो राज्य है उसमें सभी को कोई प्रॉब्लम ना हो और स्मूथली काम हो सके। Our constitution defines the power of the state governments and the extent of its authority law for governing. So the state are made by its legislative assembly. The procedure of making and passing law is called legislations. A legislature is a formally chosen body of people empowered with the authority to make rules and regulations. Legislature at the state level is either unicameral or bicameral. Vidhan Sabha or Legislative Assembly is the lower house, while Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council is the upper house. So the states Andhra Pradesh, Bihar, Jammu and Kashmir, Maharashtra, Karnataka and Uttar Pradesh have bicameral legislature. What is now we will talk about Legislative Council. Vidhan Parishad or Legislative Council is called the upper house of legislature. It exists only in 6 states. Members of a legislative council are called MLCs. They are indirectly elected. The council comprises 1/3 members elected by MLAs. 1/12 by teachers of secondary schools, colleges and universities, and remaining 1/6 nominated by the governor. Since it is a permanent body, only 1/3 members retire every 2 years. Every member has a tenure of 6 years. The meeting of the House are presided over by the chairman and in his absence by the deputy chairman. Legislative Assembly. All states are divided into smaller regions known as constituencies. The people of the region who are 18 of age or above elect one representative from each constituency to the Legislative Assembly. These elected candidates become the members of Legislative Assembly. They are called MLAs. These MLAs belong to different political parties. The number of seats in Legislative Assembly depends on the population of a state. So the Constitution defines that it should not be more than 500 or less than 60. In addition, the Anglo-Indian community is inadequately represented. The governor can nominate him or a member. The political party that wins more than half of the seats in election is said to be in majority. So this party forms this government India and is called the ruling party. At times, one single party does not get a majority, so it allies with 2 or more like-minded parties to form a government. Such a government is called a coalition government. So the rest of the members elected to the assembly are called opposition. So the Legislative Assembly normally has a tenure of 5 years. However, under special circumstances, it can be dissolved earlier. All meetings of the Legislative Assembly are presided over by the Speaker or in his absence by the Deputy Speaker. So besides the Speaker or the Deputy Speakers, maintains law and order in the House. The MLAs of the majority party elect a leader who becomes the Chief Minister. So the Chief Minister selects his Council of Ministers. All the ministers are given a department to look after its welfare of people. So the Chief Minister and other ministers are collectively responsible for running the affairs of the government efficiently. The governor is the nominal head of the state and is appointed for 5 years by the president. So he is the representative of the central government and oversees the working of the state government. The Council of Ministers, including the Chief Minister, cannot be more than 15% of the number of the members of Legislative Assembly. The Council is divided into 3 categories: Cabinet Minister, Minister of State and Deputy Ministers. A Cabinet Minister can hold 1 or more portfolios and is assisted by the Minister of State and the Deputy Minister. Functions. Among the many functions of the legislature, the most important are making law and presenting the budget. So laws are made for those subjects that come under the state list. While the central government makes law on subjects that are of national importance like defense, foreign affairs, banking and railways. So the state government makes law on subjects of local importance like agriculture, trade and commerce and education. Making of law. Introducing a bill. First, a draft of the law is prepared and presented in the legislature. This is called a bill. Bills are of two types, ordinary bills and money bills. So ordinary bills deal with the day-to-day functioning of the government. Those that deal with finance are called money bills. Members of either house can introduce an ordinary bill. So however, money bills can originate only in the Vidhan Sabha. From a bill to a law, a minister or an MLA introduces the bill in the either house of the assembly. After a detailed discussion, the bill is put to the vote in the house. So from here it goes to the other house for approval. So then it is sent to the governor. When the governor has no powers to reject a bill, however, he or she can send it back to the house of its organ with suggestions for change. State executive body. The executive arm is the part of the government that is responsible for the daily administration of the state. So this body executes the law of the state through various functionaries, such as the governor, the chief minister, and the council of ministers. What is governor? The governor power of the state is vested in the government, and yet he or she is only the nominal head of the state. The governor is appointed by the president. The governor is appointed for 5 years. He or she can be removed earlier by the president. So this can only happen in case of glaring misconduct. So a governor's term can be extended as well. Qualifications of the governor. The governor must be a citizen of India, भारत का नागरिक हो. He or she not be less than 35 years of age, 35 साल से कम नहीं होना चाहिए. He or she must not hold any office of profit. He or she must not be an elected member of the parliament or any state legislative assembly. He or she must not be a resident of the state to which he or she has been appointed as governor. Powers and functions of the governor. The governor appoints the chief minister, who is the leader of the party, which has a majority of the state assembly, and the other members of the council of minister. So a very important legislative power of the governor is that every bill passed by the state legislature has to receive the governor's assent. The governor has the power to summon and prorogue, discontinue the sessions of the state legislature as well as to dissolve it. So on certain occasions when the state legislature is not in session, the governor can issue orders called ordinance. These ordinances are submitted to the state legislature in this next session. So the legislature may or may not approve of it. He or she has the power to grant pardon or reduce a punishment or sentence passed by the courts under the state law. So the governor has discretionary powers which he or she can use on her own discretion in special situations. The governor can also report to the President of India if the state government is not functioning according to the constitutions. On the basis of this report, the President can suspend or dissolve the state legislature and get the state administrated, though his representative. This is a called President's rule, and during this period, the governor practically runs the state government. Chief Minister. The leader of the party which has the majority in the assembly is appointed as the chief minister by the governor. The chief minister is then invited by the governor to form the new ministry. The chief minister selects the ministers from among his or her colleagues in the legislature. So these ministers form the council of ministers or the state cabinet. Council of Ministers. The council of ministers is the executive body of the state and carries out the day-to-day administration of India, of the state. It advises the governor on important issues and take all policy decisions. So the Council of Ministers is answerable to the legislative houses and remains in office as long as it has the support of the majority in the assembly. The chief minister allocates portfolios or departments to the ministries. The senior ministries are given the more important portfolios like home and finance. These senior ministers from the cabinet, most of the important decisions regarding the running of the government are taken by the chief minister and the cabinet members. How a law is implemented? The law is published in a book called the Gazette, and it is sent to government officials like the collector. Then on, it is the collector's responsibility to ensure the implementation of the law. Functions of the government. In the assembly, the MLAs make, amend and ratify law, a bill proposal for a new law or to amend an existing one can be introduced in any house. Members then debate on it, make changes and finally vote on it. So when both houses approve it, the bill is sent for the governor's assent. Once he signed to it become a law. Judiciary, yani ki Nyayatantra. The judiciary at the state level consists of the high court and subordinate courts like the district and sessions court, the provincial courts and the Nyaya Panchayats. So the high court stand at the head of the judiciary at the state level. It is headed by a chief justice and has as many judges as the President of India considers necessary. The High Court can issue writs, orders or directives to protect the fundamental rights of the citizen of the state. It also has power over all the subordinate courts in the state. This clearly indicates that the chief minister and his ministers not only make law but are also accountable to the people. They implement law relating to agriculture, public work, law and order, and revenue through various departments. For example, to deal with water crisis, the government can direct the municipalities to install bore wells in the area or channelize water from the nearest source to that area by laying pipelines or by cleaning and disinfecting wells on the surrounding areas. This also highlights that besides being answerable to the opposition party in the assembly, the government is also answerable to the media who question the action of the government on behalf of the people. So to which the government responds by holding press conference. मतलब ये है कि अगर पब्लिक को, लोगों को परेशानी हो रही है पानी की, तो पता कब चलता है कि सरकार काम कर रही है, तो तुरंत उस पर एक्शन लिया जाए, उनको व्यवस्था कराई जाए, पीने के पानी की, पाइपलाइन, साफ शुद्ध वाटर उनको मिले. तो फिर क्या होता है, वो जो अपोजिशन पार्टी होती है उनको भी कहने के हकदार है कि हमने काम किया है. मीडिया, प्रेस, सबको फिर वो आराम से अपना जवाब दे सकते हैं कि हाँ, हमने अपने 5 साल के कार्यकाल में या जो भी हमने ये काम किया है. Okay, so all topics are covered in this chapter here. I hope you all are very well understand this. We will meet you the next class.